writing's usually on the wall. I'm trying not to put no business out here, but I definitely went through a situation where there was a situation when an org that I worked for wasn't quite hitting their numbers. And they didn't quite go under a layoff, but there were some other things happening in the background that I just knew that they were trying to make some moves to basically fix the issues that they were having. And so I say all of that to say, like, I think, yes, I think you can be concerned. Like, when people are talking about budget, I think it's important to understand that, like, typically organizations have buckets, right? And those buckets are allocated for a certain line item, right? And so if they're talking about account budget, like, what is that budget aligned to, right? Is that actually just is that marketing budget? Is that operations budget? Like, is that salaries budget? Like, how, and I'm not saying that money doesn't get moved around or reallocated or things like that, but if the conversations that, if the conversations that you were having are very much like based in saying like, hey, like we need to pull back on this because of budget, then that very much could be that. Like, it is specific to this line item, to this particular area in your budget. But I also think that at the same time, like, sometimes these are signs of like the organization mismanaging some things in terms of how they are resourcing or allocating funds or things like that, or they're not hitting their quote unquote numbers. And so, I mean, I would say pay attention. I remember when I kind of saw the writing on the wall, I was like, I got to get out of here because they're either like this is going to go down or there are going to be shifts and changes that I'm not going to enjoy, or like, and so I either way, I'm not going to deal with it. And so I think unless you have a leadership team that's going to be like very transparent, particularly in this market, I would say this is a moment to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So maybe might be in jeopardy. Listen to what's going on and what's being said.